Let's rank my top 10 powder blushes from least favorite to most favorite. You guys know this is a very hard video for me to do, but grab a seat because we're getting into it. Coming in at number 10, we got the Rare Beauty powder blushes. Now, this obviously is illuminating, but it's almost metallic on the skin. It emphasizes texture wherever applied as it wears throughout the day. And just for that, I have to skip. At number 9, we got the Benefit powder blush. Now, this virtually has barely their pigment and doesn't apply evenly at all. I love a good buildable blush, and this just isn't it. Coming in at number 8, we got the Hourglass Ambient powder blush. Though I do see this more as a blush topper, it almost applies just shimmer in certain areas of the face rather than actual blush pigment. And for $70, you can skip. At number 7, we got the Gucci powder blush. I don't personally hate this blush, but I do not think in any way, shape, or form this is good for $80. $80. It's a basic standard formula, and it has fragrance, which I do not like. You don't need this. At number 6, we got the Too Faced powder blush. Though I don't feel like this is a bad formula, it applies well, and it has pigment. This is very, very fragrant. I personally don't like any of my pressed powders to have so much fragrance in them, but if fragrance doesn't bother you, you may like this formula. At a strong number 5, we got the CoverGirl powder blush. For under $10, this is one of the best powder blushes. It's going to give you natural but buildable pigment payoff. These apply super evenly on the skin and have the most prettiest shades to choose from. This has been around for decades, but it's such a timeless formula. At number 4, we got the e.l.f. Primer Infused powder blush. Not only are these very affordable, these are super smoothing on the skin, and because they're primer infused, they have extra long staying power. They give the skin the most beautiful soft focus finish. Because it's affordable, it's even more of a plus. At number 3, we got the YSL powder blushes. These are super expensive, but so worth it in my opinion. They're super blurring and filter-like on the skin, and they're waterproof, so they last all day. They're pigmented yet easy to work with and really give the skin a blush filter-like appearance in real life. At number 2, we got the Haus Labs powder blush. You guys know I'm absolutely obsessed with this formula. They're super pigmented, they apply evenly, they're smoothing, they're blurring. They almost apply like a cream but last like a powder. They're not too matte and they're definitely not dewy. They're like the perfect blurred in between. Trust me, you can't go wrong with this formula. I'm actually gonna apply some more on now. Last but definitely not least, some of you may know, some of you may not know. At number 1, we got none other than the MAC powder blushes. These are the best of the best in my opinion. Nobody does a powder blush like MAC. For starters, there are so many different shades to choose from and the best shades on the market to choose from. They apply evenly, they're buildable in pigment, they have amazing stay power, they're super silky smooth on the skin. I think everybody needs at least one MAC powder blush. It's truly a classic, and what more could you want in a powder blush? Let me know what your favorite powder blush is and come back for the next part because there's a lot more where that came from.